hope this romantic all my life. Surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I'd find another that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room, so scared they don't move. But still I wanting more, more, more. I gave a second chance to get back, but now I keep feeling stupid. All the way it makes me feel the love is in me. Cupid is so tall. I look by his handbells every day. I guess I got lost or flew away. Waiting around is a waste. He's counting that this is no bad ways. Loving is good as it's high. No, so lonely. Oh, I gave a second chance to get back, but now I keep feeling stupid. All the way it makes me feel. I hope this romantic all my life. Surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I'd find another that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room, so scared they don't move. But still I wanting more, more, more. I gave a second chance to get back, but now I keep feeling stupid. All the way it makes me feel the love is in me. Cupid is so tall. I look by his handbells every day. I guess I got lost or flew away. Waiting around is a waste. He's counting that this is no bad ways. Loving is good as it's high. No, so lonely. Oh, I gave a second chance to get back, but now I keep feeling stupid. All the way it makes me feel. I hope this romantic all my life. Surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I'd find another that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room, so scared they don't move. But still I wanting more, more, more. I gave a second chance to get back.
Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. I really appreciate you guys. How y'all doing? I really appreciate you guys for stopping on in, especially so early into the stream. I do apologize for being late. I've been helping my mom. Made some lemon bars, and we made some brownies, and I made dinner. So, yes, now I'm here. I'm here to have a great time with you guys. We're gonna be playing some Dead by Daylight, and I know that Tay wanted to play some Peak at some point, but I know that she's busy, so she'll be joining in a little bit. But yes, as of right now, we're just gonna be playing some Dead by Daylight. But how y'all doing? Dessert, I know, right? The lemon bars were really good because those were put in the oven first. But yeah, give me those brownies. I got you, Elias. I got you. Just pull up, bro. Just pull up. I got you. I'll make you even more fresh brownies. I'll get you the ones that come out of the oven. They're still like really, really gooey. I got you, bro. I got you. Dibbit, 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 bebla. Dude, I even struggled to repeat what you said. My bad, bro. My bad. It was a misinput. You calm the fuck down. It was a misinput. But yes, how was your guys' weekend? I hope that you guys were able to do some fun stuff. Hopefully, you guys were able to go on out, have a great weekend. Did you guys touch some grass? I don't know when exactly we're gonna be getting the maid outfit. Says that it's coming in Tuesday, but I will like I'll see if it fits, and then from there we will figure all that out. I think what I'll do is kind of combine a 500 celebration with the maid outfit, and so that would probably be like next weekend if everything goes well. So yes, hopefully it all goes very well and that the maid outfit fits, and I don't have to return it because that's gonna be very awkward trying to return. Can I get the brownie crust? I do like the crunchy yet soft. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. Like that, the ridge part of the brownie. If so, then yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. And what is grass V? So basically, there's these little green blades that are outside. Um, they will hurt you if you try to touch them. I would advise not touching it, so that way you do not get hurt. It is blades, yeah, yeah. Don't tell the British, otherwise they're gonna take all the grass because of it being a blade. I don't know what Scotch is doing. No things. I know, like being cut. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Just avoid the grass at all costs. You feel me? That's why we gamers, to do a no-hit run, we have to just avoid the grass, So, hold on, what is Scotch doing? Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know what it's doing. Wait, where is Scotch? He's in here with me somewhere. Are you over here? He's just chewing on a piece of paper. I was like, what is that noise? And I put my hand down because he always likes to run up to my hand. He came running up with the piece of paper in his mouth. Dude, that was adorable. The maid outfit is coming in on Tuesday, as well as the camera for the Scotch cam. So, yes, all that will be hopefully set up by next weekend. And I will make like actual announcements regarding the maid outfit stream. Just kind of like bring some interest into the when it actually happens, Get some people interested, come on in, have a great time. But yes, I just need to make sure that it all fits, and once I can get that, like, being like, okay, yeah, this is gonna work, then that's when I'll be able to be like, okay, hey guys, this is when the maid outfit stream is gonna be. Dude, I'm so not looking. Knowing you guys are gonna make like a whole bunch of clips out of it, and I'm not looking forward to seeing all those clips, bro. It's gonna be so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Okay. Dead by Daylight looks like it's all working. Perfect. Let's go ahead and play the event, shall we? Yes, yes, yes. Why not? I hope that the encoding overloads go away. I'm crossing my fingers. Dude, I'm looking forward to it too, Liza. I'm definitely looking forward to it. We here got the sus, cringe, and epic moments. Very much so sus, yeah. Oh, you're here for the sus, cringe, and epic moments. Dude, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. I'm not gonna know what to do or say on stream because I'm gonna have the webcam actually on me. It's gonna be so, and I'm not only that, but I'm here in a maid outfit. That's gonna be so embarrassing. I'm gonna have to like do a trial run, just like just sit here with the VTuber model on one day, just like secretly with the maid outfit on. Who knows? Maybe I could have the maid outfit on right now. And you guys just don't know. You don't know. Wait, did Oogly not work? Oh, there we go. It just took a second to go through 'em. But yeah, you don't know. Maybe I'm wearing the maid outfit right now. Who knows? Just saying. But like, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to like feel comfortable about all that. I think Pico would be begging to see, yeah, 1000%. There's it's gonna be a decent amount of people here that are gonna be interesting regarding the maid outfit. That's why I'm just kind of like, well, dang. I definitely will be turning off the workouts during the maid outfit stream though. You guys aren't getting that much content out of me. Not that much content. Also, thank you, Aurora. Welcome on in. How you doing? I'm gonna go ahead and do these 5 push-ups and sit-ups. I request a Carmel dancing dance. Oh Lord, I don't even know how to do that. I gotta move my chair. 1 sec. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then 5 sit-ups. Gotcha. Just make puppy ears with your hand and ooh. Yeah. In your dreams, bud. In your dreams. Alright. 5 sit-ups. Gotcha. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, I finally hit a oh my god. I almost oh my god, I can't speak. I finally hit 500 Aurora. There we go. Dude, my English was horrible right there, dude. W English. But yeah, we finally hit 500. It's been a long time coming. I've been streaming since 2017 off of this account, so it felt pretty nice to finally see that I hit 500. That was very cool. But I was thinking about combining the 500 like celebration with the maid outfit stream because I have the maid outfit already ordered. That's coming in on Tuesday. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty exciting. Gangnam Style in the maid outfits. Gangnam Style in the maid outfit is crazy. Whoopin' Gangnam Style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoopin' Gangnam Style. Whoop. Dude, you guys are gonna be requesting so many goofy things. This is gonna be such an interesting. I don't know, man. You miss. Yeah, dude, we did so many goofy things. What was that, last night? No, that was 2 nights ago. Yeah, the one with Natty. Last night was the interesting night. Play softball in the maid outfits. Dude, I don't know about doing any IRL content in the maid outfit quite yet. I don't know about that one quite yet, Chief. Maybe when I move out, that would be a lot easier. If it's gonna be very interesting. Tennis in the maid outfit. Okay, how about this? How about this? We get like a few other goobers involved in that and we all play tennis in the maid outfit. How about that? How about that, V? I appreciate it, Aurora. I appreciate you. But yes, you've been growing very fast too. You've been doing great. I say dodgeball in maid outfits. Oh yeah, I love smacking people with my balls, bro. Hell yeah, sign me up. All right. We gotta start like an open registration, like 2028. The Nexus community plays dodgeball in maid outfits. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate you. That'd be so funny though. Just like the first meetup that we ever do as a community is just dodgeball and maid outfits. You can't even be like well yeah, you're gonna be embarrassed, but like everyone's gonna be wearing a maid outfit. You're just blending in with everybody at that point. I could be in shape enough by then. I'm sure you're doing great, Eliza. You're slaying. You're gonna be balling. You're gonna win the entire dodgeball tournament. Got this in the bag. Oh, I did not get that second bound. But yeah, you've been doing great growth-wise, Aurora. You gotta teach me your secrets, bro. Teach me your ways. What the heck? Bruh. This is so sad. Bum, 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 bum. I hate how they could just block the vault opportunities. Get out of here. Everyone in the neighborhood. You. I want you to teach me how to grow so fast, bro. I let me be your student. Let me be your apprentice, bro. Teach me your ways, bro. Hold on. Aw, I thought he was gonna be my obsession. Or, well, no, he is my obsession, but I thought he already was. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the vault opportunity. I'm stupid. Dang, I'm fumbling around here. My fault, gang. My fault. Bum, 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 bum. I see you over here, bro. I see you, bro. Wait, hold on. Jake's going for that save. Hold on. Oh, nuh-uh. No, sir. Nuh-uh. Bro tried to go for that. He tried his best. He tried his best, but he's always gonna fail. Hold on. Maybe I can get that the Dwight also. That could be really big. I hear the guy that I already downed over there has a booth at TwitchCon and everyone has a maid outfit plus a dodgeball in hand. That would be so peak. That would be a great way to advertise the stream, bro. That'd be so awesome. Just be like, hey, everybody, come on over to my booth and let's play some dodgeball. And I just, like, you just hand out maid outfits and whatnot. Just complimentary maid outfits. That'd be so funny. It's on me, bro. Don't worry about it. It's on me. Bop. Come on, come on. Come get your maid outfits and let's play some dodgeball. Bop. Aw, man. I'm a little bit heartbroken right there, Dwight. Come on. Come on now, Dwight. Come on now, Dwight. Come on now, Dwight. Performance Indy. Crap. Just make sure at the dodgeball at 8 over Pavilion B. Yeah, exactly. That'd be so cool. I was debating on going to TwitchCon this year, but then I saw the prices. It was like $300. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm good, Chief. I'm good. It's too much money for me right now. Aw, frick. That was so close to hitting. Yeah, no on the prices. Yeah, exactly. If I was a bigger content creator, maybe. But since I'm still very small, I can't justify those prices, you know. Should make it 21 plus and drinks. Yeah, but I don't trust the TwitchCon drinks, especially after the Blurp incident. I don't trust it. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I don't want to get roofied at the bar. Because didn't that happen like 2 years in a row or something like that? Yeah, it was like a year or two ago at the Blurp event for TwitchCon. A whole bunch of VTubers got drugged, like got roofied. It was bad. Like it was really bad. The security didn't do anything about, you know, the whole roofie incident either. Boom, 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 boom. You'll buy me a sippy cup? I need it, bro. Come on, use your head on. Alright, you're just not gonna use your head on? Just drink from that. What if I need a refill then? What if I need a refill, Eliza? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you're dead. GG's. G freaking G's, bro. Trust the bartender, but no one else, especially Diddler. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Can't trust bro with shit. Bop. Dude, it's so wild that Diddy got released from jail. Well, not fully released, but like, he was found not guilty. I think that shit's crazy. Get a bartending friend that trust, yeah. I just, dude, to begin with, I don't trust, like, like, I don't know what to order whenever I go to a bar. Every time I've gone to a bar, I just ask whoever I'm with, like, hey, what drink should I get? Just like, I don't know what to do, man. Order for me at that point. I'm a little too stupid for that shit, bro. You make connections. I mean, hey, I guess so, bro. I guess so. I thought I was gonna get that right there. Silly me, am I right, guys? I'm such a silly goober. Ahaha. Oh, he didn't vault that. Well, that's unfortunate. Where are we going, bro? Where are we going? I like Mai Tais. Mai Tais are very bonita. Those are very, very, very good. Rum and Coke. Dude, I like hard Arnold Palmers also. Those are always really good. I love those. Right? They're very tasty. I love them. Not as much as I love Steven's mom, though. Just saying. Ahaha. I don't even know if Steven's here to defend his mom. All I could know is that he's not even here and I'm just making your mom jokes. That'd be insane. Was she not over here? No way! That's crazy. I took a gamble. She left! Oh, she left! Oh, she left! Oh, you left! That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm opening the door. I'm out of here. I'm the survivor now. Bye. I'm the survivor. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. GG. They all left, but I'm still gonna say GG's. I'm not toxic. I'm not salty at all. Dude, I don't even know how I got that. But the fact that I pulled her out of that locker without really even knowing where she was crazy. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I feel like the only time I'll ever be able to use those toxic bunny emotes is whenever I'm playing Dead by Daylight. I don't think that there's enough toxic games that I play other than Dead by Daylight. Who's punching the air when you caught her? Dude. Definitely. I mean, I don't really stream League that much, Eliza. Valentino Slam. Okay, you've got a point there. You got a point. But, like, I don't stream League enough to call myself a League streamer, you know? I've done maybe 3 League streams. I'll be generous and I'll say 4 League streams. I doubt that I've done anything beyond that, though. You still need to download League? No, you don't. Save your sanity, dude. Don't do it. It's poison. Don't do it, bro. You're not missing out on anything. Barely understand League. Y'all are maniacs. Exactly. No, don't let the Teemo person teach you, bro. She's gonna teach you play Teemo top lane. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. If you play Teemo top lane... Oh, right. I haven't done my daily Teemo hate towards Eliza. Eliza, I hate Teemo. I want to throw Teemo back into the fountain, bro. That stupid raccoon doesn't deserve to be in top lane, bro. Bro is just a glorified ADC, but is too weak and too bad to be an actual ADC. So bro plays top lane. I mean, as Teemo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. If you play Teemo top lane, I hope both of your pillows are warm. Yeah, bro. I hope you piss your bed at night, bro. Frick you. I hope you have a dream about going to the bathroom and then you wake up and you have to realize that it was not actually the bathroom and that you couldn't hold your bladder. Frick you, pal. Frick you. But as Teemo's crazy, Coffee, I'ma say no. I'ma say no, broski. Off stream, I put some photos in your server of Teemo. Banned. Banned. Freedom of speech taken away. Taken away. Warm pillows are the best? Nah, dude, it's all about the cold pillows. What you want about Recon? What you mean? Bro's like, wait, I always get them mixed up. I don't know. One of the paths, bro. Either warm pillow or no pillow is crazy, dude. It's like being kissed by Zeus. I mean, I wouldn't say that because, like, I'm not gay, but, like, cold pillows on top, bro. Cold pillows on top. Cold pillow, warm blanket. There you go. There you go. That's a good combination right there. But like both warm, nah, dude. I can't sleep with that. You stay icy, dude. I live in a desert. I wish I could. It's too hot here. Everything is just like the sun. You try to put your head on the pillow, you're just getting scalded. Cold pillows and cold blanket would be nice. I know the pain. Yeah, dude. It's bad. You step outside and it's just dude, if you touch hot asphalt, especially today because it's over 100 degrees outside, if I went outside and touched the asphalt with my palm of my hand, I'm writhing in pain, dude. It's so no. Hot asphalt, I would not like wish that upon my worst enemy, bro. Like you can't even it's instant burn. Yeah, exactly. See, I couldn't put the words together, but I'm glad that you understand what I'm talking about. Mostly throw my pillows mid-sleep somehow. I move too much for them. See, when I fall asleep, I just die. I wake up and I feel like a statue, just barely like being able to move. Everything is just like so stiff. It's wild. I love being a statue when I fall asleep. Want to know the color of scenery? What you mean by that? What you mean? What you mean? Bum, 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 bum. I wonder when Tay's gonna be ready. I'm gonna message her. She did say that she's gonna be late. She was gonna hop on at 4, which was an hour ago, but Okay, I just sent her a text. Okay. Oh, the scenery from living in a desert. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I've done a little bit of talking off stream with a few people about like when I hit 1,000, I want to do a charity stream. I think that'd be pretty cool. But kind of like how I don't know his exact, no, it's just Connor VA, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like how he did like a whole bike ride for charity. I think that'd be really cool. I like the idea of that because then like that pushes me to, you know, do more than what I normally do. You feel me? Go out of what I normally do and, you know, make it more of like a special event type of thing, you know? I think that could be really cool. I like the idea of that. Yeah, we'll see. I think it'd be really cool. Yeah. Damn it, this is my like least favorite map. If I'm playing Legion, this is an okay map. There's just way too many vault opportunities on this map. It's horrible. It's miserable. It's horrible. That guy's getting his booty cheek slapped. I don't know who's slapping David's booty. It might be Michaela. Hi, David. Pop. Early hit. Yeah, when I get closer to 1,000, I'll start doing more discussion on what kind of charity stream you guys wouldn't mind. Oh frick, she actually baited me out of that. Oh man, I was trying to bait her, but she baited me. I'm heartbroken right now, Ada. Why'd you do this to me? Come on now. Come on now, Ada. Come on. Why? We could be so much more, Ada. You could be my everything, Pookie Bear. Exactly, bro. Ada's a instant smash. She's hot. Bop. Where is my obsession? Oh, my obsession is right over here. Perfect, actually. Hold on, ready? Count it out with me now, y'all. Bop! I don't know if she wasn't ready for me or what happened, but that's really nice. 2 hooks right off the bat is crazy. Oh, and we got he's hacking! He's hacking! I know, I'm so sorry. Yo, tell we shall we? Pop. Instant down is crazy.
I'll see you dead.
I'll see you dead. Pop. Pop. That's it. 3 hooks before a gen is wild. It's about to be 4. I don't know where the David is, but we've been going really crazy this match. Yep, that's 4 hooks. Well played, my boy. Well played. Hang on. Bop. Bop. Aw. Huge plays, bro. Huge plays. 5 hooks before a gen pop. This is going wonderful. It's going so well for me. He's hacking. He's hacking. Oh, wait. We might kill this Ada right here. Hold on. Damn. That would have been really nice. Next, the bunny, the death bunny incarnate. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty freaking much. But how I'm bullying this team, yeah, 1000%. I'm trying to get her to drop that pallet for me. Ah, she's not dropping that pallet. Okay, we have 2 stacks. We had 2 stacks. That was great. It's great. Hi. You know what? Get out of here. Hi. How we doing? Bop. Don't know what she was doing, but alright. Ooh, we know where the David is too. Hold on. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait. Burn it. Here he is. Come on. Come on. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. That was really nice. I don't know where to drop this guy off at. There's no hooks around here, bro. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Bop. You're dead. You're dead.
Performance indeed.
Bam, what's up, Lunar? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? She's going for that save. Very questionable play, actually. Hold on. 'Cause I know where you are. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm using friends till the end. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh, I should try out, Skull Merchant. I really wanted to try her out for the longest time, and I got the really hot skin for her. So I'm kind of debating on trying her out today. I think that could be pretty cool. I don't know how well she is though. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh, that would have been too nice. Skull Merchant in 2025. Yeah, but I have the really hot skin Lunar. I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Don't mind me just snagging the David right here. Don't mind that. Where is my obsession? What the heck? Where is she? Huh. Yeah, well, the pixels are hot. Your point? You don't got one, bro. You don't got one. The pixels, they're hot. The pixels are hot, Batman. Ooh, she's over here. She went over here. What Nightfare did you try out on the solo run? I feel like that really depends on how well that goes, depending on which Nightfare you play as. Oh, you did a solo run on Duchess? Oh, you poor soul. Oh, man, dude. You were going in tickling them, huh? I mean, yeah, she's not bad, but just doesn't do a lot of damage by herself. I feel like she really is utilized whenever you have another Nightfare who does big burst of damage with their ultimate, especially if you pair her with an Iron Eye. That's some really good damage right there. I feel like Iron Eye is going to be the easiest one to do a solo run with, because just starting off in the, like, at the very beginning, he's a really solid Nightfarer.
You disappoint me. Is that
Wilson Castle Barbarian at the bottom. Oh, you had everything stacked against you right there. Oh, you poor soul. Alright, what were you doing, broski? What was this guy doing? He came up, he was trying to give me a smooch or something. I don't know what Broski was trying to do. Yeah, GG's. GG's, GG's. Oh man, I'm up in gold already. Trying to riz, I suppose, bro. I suppose. Bro's trying to riz me? Oh my god. Whoa. I feel so flattered. Alright. We have 400 of our things. What can I get? I will take the Vittorio thing. I guess I'll take the Jake one. Yeah, no, Recluse on her own is very iffy. The magic in Night Rain is good if you have tanks in front of you to protect you. If you don't have the tanks in front of you, Recluse is very, very, very squishy. You should do a solo run. You want me to try Lunar? Oh wait, hold on. I was gonna try out the. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you the really hot skin. Got you, bro. I got you. No, that's not my hot skin. Put that shit on. Oof. Smash. Next question. I mean, what? What? I didn't stutter, bro. Skull. Let's just go ahead and try to adept her right off the bat. Horror game, by the way, I don't care, bro. She's hot. She can mori me every single day. She can mori me, bro. Are you telling me you wouldn't let her mori you, bro? You're gonna be lying to me right now if you say no. God damn. Smash. Smash. The fuck you mean no? You're a liar. You're a liar. You're lying to me, my boy. You're lying to me. Clearly, you have not seen Skull Merchant. Clearly, you're a little bit uncultured. Ahaha. I see you right now. Yeah, she's hot. I see it right now, yeah. Oh no, she's real to me, bro. She just goes to another school. She just goes to another school. Pika. Hello, Pika. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on in. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Appreciate you for stopping on by. How you doing? Still at the party? How's the party going? You having a good time? Vibing out, having a grand old time partying about. Hope it's going very well for you though. But yes, go enjoy your party, silly goose. We'll be here. We're just vibing, having a good time. Recons will be here, throwing booty. We're slaying exactly, bro. Exactly. Exactly. Everyone here is slaying, bro. We're all throwing booty. We're having a great time. Also, Pika, let me know when you want to hop on the game, and yes, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I know you're at your party right now. Just looking through my Discord real fast, I see that there was a message in the art channel. There we go. Cool. Very, very slay. Yes, yes. Americana would call this prom. Oh, I see, I see. Well, are you having a great time, Pika? Hopefully you're having a great time. Yes, and in the bamboo chewing panda. Hi, Panda. I don't know if Panda can hear me right now. But hi, Panda. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's taken us a while to get into a Skull Merchant match. Very, very stinky, if I must say. Let's hope it's all going very well. She's also not doing well. Oh no. Rude. You move again? Wait, she got that drunk? Wait, are you being serious, Pika? It got that bad? Say psych, bro. Say psych. Also, hi, Snow. I don't know if Snow can hear me, but hi, Snow. Hello. Hope you're doing well. She says she's sorry. Wait, hold on. I tried to hold her back, but no is as bad as. She says she's sorry. Wait, who? Why is she sorry? What? What do you mean? What you mean she's sorry? She hees and says, what? Dude, I'm so confused. What? Oh. No says. Wait, what? Are you trying to say that Snow says hi? She got so drunk, but I'm telling her she's good. Yeah, no, you guys are both slaying. You guys are very, very slay. Unspeakable horrors were mentioned. Wait, what horrors were mentioned, Coffee? What happened? What happened? Because she didn't say anything, just happy noises. Okay. I'm glad that Snow is happy. Very cool. Alright. See you later, Pika. Have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy the party, my friend. Oh, that was so close to hitting. Okay, I gotta figure out how to play her drones. I like her chase, though. It's very upbeat. I like it. It's a lot better than... Oh, nice hit. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Can we get her? Can we get her? Oh, down she goes. It was very... Wait, what do you mean unspeakable horrors? What kind of horrors was happening, dude? Okay, how far away can I put this drone? Okay. And can I just throw as many drones as I want? How does this work? I've got to figure out how to play her. Bop. Hi, Tay. Welcome on in. How you doing? Thanks so much for coming on in. Who the fuck knows how to play Skull Merchant? I don't. I'm here trying to figure out how to play her, bro. Hold on, hold on. Damn. Beautiful. I think you're doing great, Tay. I think that's how you're doing. I think you're doing wonderful. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, like, utilizing this type of stuff. I don't know. Is that not doing, like, a whole 360 scan? Maybe near gens, probably. Hold on. I'm gonna get this guy. You're going down right here, broski. Wait, one of my perks made me undetectable, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. I think all my drones are still good to go. Yeah, no, dude. Needing to replace your whole PC because you tripped is crazy, Tay. But I hope you're doing alright, man. Hold on. I'm like really locked in trying to get broski right here. I'll take that pallet, son. I eat these for breakfast, bro. Yum, 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 yum. Yummers. Hang on. Nice. Imagine if you could have guns on these turrets, and if you mark somebody, it just shoots them down. You're just playing Detroit Simulator at that point. Oh no, they got fully healed. That's so freaking sad. Downed. I'm trying my best, bro. I'm trying my best. Say, you know I'm struggling financially, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Ooh, I see you. Get over here. Oh, no, she's not gonna drop that pallet. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Bop. Huge. Okay, what does the drone scanning even do? No, Pika just left. Why? Yeah, I'm totally tunneling. Totally. Dude, freaking Lythe, are you serious right now? Get a load of this TTV user, bro. Get a load of this TTV person, bro. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, bro. I'm gonna get you. Bop. Shit down. Nuh-uh. I see you over here. I see you over here, broski. I'm don't saving. What? Pika is not here today. She's at a party. Yeah, goober. No. He's a runner. He's a track star. So throwing out new drones makes you undetectable. Very cool. I like that. Cat screaming just to scream. Exactly, bro. I fuck with them. Tay, save your money, bro. Save your money. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Hold on. There's so many of them around here, bro. There's so many of them. Nope, that's a perk. They didn't actually go in there. Hold on. Dude, I really want to get this guy down, please. That TTV has 1.2 thousand followers, really? Jeez. But isn't live. Good. You're stinky. Yeah, you can. I've not had a chance to check my radar very fast. You can also like rotate them counterclockwise, which I don't know what that does. Oh my lord, dude. I give up chasing that guy. I'm gonna get this person. Got fricked. Got fricked. I think it makes it rotate counterclockwise. Really? Who would have thought, bro? That's really intuitive. You should tell me more about how, you know, rotating counterclockwise works, bro. Yeah, that was very informative. I'd like to learn more. Teach me everything about it. Damn. Doing it right in front of me is so embarrassing. Oh, man, I hate Lithe users. This ace, bro. This ace. I swear, I want to put him down, bro. I really want to put him down. I really want to put him down right here, bro. It means it rotates the opposite way? Really? Tell me more. I want to know more, bro. Tell me everything you know about that. I need to know all the information. Dude, I hate this guy. Dude, she sucks. He sucks, bro. I can't do anything to, like... I can't do anything, bro. Plus, it doesn't help that this guy is just running me like crazy. I mean, to be fair, this is my first match ever playing her. Oh my god, and he healed. Oh man, it's tough. Frick you, Lunar. Frick you. I give up chasing that guy. I give up, dude. This is just an L. I'm taking the L on this one, bro. I really don't know how to play her. Well, that sucks. That freaking sucks. G freaking G's, bro. Oh well. Dude, eat on? I did. Dude, I don't know how to play her. She's so confusing. GG. GG's. That was tough. Dude, I was trying my best to figure her out, man. I was struggling. Again. I'll try again, but there's no guarantee it's gonna go well, man. That was tough. That was really tough. Arbiter tagged me in a photo. What happened? Wait, Arbiter made a clip? Hold on. Hold on, I'll have to listen to this video later. I can't, I don't have the volume on right now. I'll have to go back to that. Hold on. And Tay said that she sent me something. Again. Again. Here we go again. No guarantee this is going to go well. Wait, we have 2,755 Eerie shards. Can I afford another killer? You know what? If I'm going to be saving up for any killer, I would rather get the unknown than the twins, bro. I'm going to be so real with you. I don't want the twins. Does she have any good perks besides coup de grace? What does oppression even do? The twins is fire? Yeah, I bet you love the augur, don't you, Lunar? Don't you love the augur so much? Yeah, isn't that your favorite boss in Elden Ring? I bet. I bet it is, bro. Yeah, I can tell. But yeah. Dude, Skull Merchant was tough. I don't know how to really play her effectively, man. She was tough for me to try and figure out. Oh, wait, no. We're already Prestige 14. I just want to get to Prestige level 15. I try to get better personally. Alright, yeah, I'll take that to heart and I'll try my best, bro. I'll try to take that very useful advice and I'll throw it out the window. How about that? I'll just disregard that advice. I think that would work. I mean, I could, but that's for nerds. I don't like to read. Game of Foot, damaging generators and breaking walls and pallets give you a 7% haste status for 8 seconds. Very cool, very cool. When a survivor performs the unhook action, their healing speed is reduced by 30%. Very cool. When breaking a pallet or wall, consume a token. Survivors within 36 meters scream and their auras are revealed for 4 seconds. When hooking a survivor, you gain 1 token. Yeah, no, that was interesting. Her perks aren't that good. I know Game of Foot is alright. I've seen some pretty good builds with Game of Foot, but I feel like that's her only good perk. I don't think she has any other good perks. Also, I'm gonna go do something real fast. I will be right back. Enjoy the boobies. Let me go ahead and pull out a queue. I'll be right back. No momento, chat. Alrighty, hello chat, hello, hello. How are we doing? Hello. Go ahead, queue into another match. But yes, hope you guys doing very well. How are we doing? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Dude, I'm kind of feeling like getting back on Night Rain. I'm being so honest with you guys. I feel like Night Rain has such a hold on me, man. It's insane. It's absolutely bonkers how much of a hold it has on me. Dude, I really do V. It's bad. It's really bad. I've never really had that bad of an itch to play something in a very long time. Night Rain just has that, like, really tight hold on me, which is crazy to say. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. I think maybe I'll do one more. I don't know if Lunar is still here. If Lunar is still here, I will attempt a run solo. Solo no hit executor? Oh my lord, dude. Hi, Eliza. Let me go ahead and do those planks for you. All right, never mind. Let me wait out how many exercises you do. All right. 5 seconds of planks, 5 push, or 5 sit-ups, 5 push-ups, 5 squats. All right. Hi, Mio. Welcome on in. How you doing? Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? All right. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you? I thank you. Dude, that one clip just lives rent free in my head. I swear. God, my voice stopped. It just lives rent free in my head. I swear. Bow, 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 ba, 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 da. Bow, 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 bow. Trike's toe licker is crazy, dude. Naming yourself a toe licker is wild. Absolutely bonkers. solo queuing Survivor since people are offline. Yeah, I feel that. I'll probably be switching back on over to Night Rain after this one. Have some fun, goof around, do a solo run, see how well that, or well, I can't even say how well, see how bad that one goes. I'm not expecting it to go well, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's gonna be hard, but I'm worth it. I think I'll try it. No guarantee it'll go well, but I'll try it. I'll certainly try. I want to try out. There's this one Iron Eye build that I was trying to figure out, and I think that I figured it out a little bit. A little bit. I don't know exactly, but I think I figured it out. So, I've not done it personally, but I've seen people do it, where it's the every initial attack. So apparently, what you want to do is you want to have a bow in your left hand, a bow in a right hand, and then you just spam left and right bumpers. So, theoretically, that should work pretty well. Hopefully. I don't know if we're going to be able to do any other, like, any other class by myself. I think Iron Eye is going to be, like, a good way to start it off. At least for, like, a first experience. You got Trickster Rip. Good luck, man. You'll need it. Good hit. Good hits. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bop. Beautiful hits. I see that guy over there. Definitely got a flashlight. You do have a flashlight. Come here, Stinky. Come here, Stinky. Good hit. Wait, what are you doing over here? Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, damn. That sucks. Hang on, I see you over here. Hold on, I'm trying to get her at least hit. Nice, good hit. I know he was kind of just messing around right there, but... Good hit. Beautiful plays. Hold on. Perhaps I can get... Ooh, he already second phased. Huge. Second phase already is insane. It might be over for bro. Ooh, hold on. That could be really easy. I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch her though. Nah, she's too fast. Way too fast, bro. Damn. Did they all bring flashlights? I swear they all brought flashlights. Oh, frick. That's embarrassing. I need to find where one of those totems is so that way I can get myself a invitation. Ooh, there's actually one right over there. I swear, you need to start bringing Lightborn just to be able to play this game. I swear, bro. It's like a necessity at this point. Yoink. Where's bro at? I'm not entirely sure. I'll just bring her down here. It'll be really hard for them to grab her. Ooh, never mind. I don't even need to worry about it. Nice. Ooh, I see you over there. So one over by main, and he's over here. Hang on. Nice. Good hit. You're dead. You better die. You better die. Alright, where are they at? Hang on. Bop, you're dead. Nice try. Nice try. Alright, GG's. Well, alright, that was easy. She left. GG's. G freaking G's, bro. Wait, what? Get down. Imagine not taking showers on a normal basis, Steven. It's pretty crazy, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Bro picked himself up. That's crazy. And he saved the bot. That's even more crazy. Don't tell me I lose this because bro saved a bot. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, no, bow, no. Frick your pallet, bro. Frick your pallet. Bump. Yoink. Gotcha, bitch. Yoink. Bum, bum, bum. Did that bot go around and take out all my drones, bro? It did. It 1000% did. That's crazy. Nice try. Nice pallet, loser. Nice pallet, loser. Think fast, chuckle nuts. Bro, this bot, I swear. This bot, I swear. The congratulations, Ty. Don't trip and break this one now. Big fast chuckle nuts. Where'd you go? Nice try. Yoink. Alright. I gotta pray that I can find this last survivor so that way I can adapt. Hold on, she's in here. There she is. I found her. Got it! G freaking G's, we adapted. We adapted and she left. That's insane. GG's. G freaking G's. G freaking G's. W adapt. Massive W. Still have no idea how to play her, but we adapted. And they all left, so I don't even have to worry about saying GG's, bro. GG's, though. GG's. But yeah, you better not be texting and driving type. Make sure you are safe. There's a lot of crazy people out there. Don't be contributing to the craziness factor. Exactly, that's what I was saying earlier, but Lunar was not agreeing. Lunar was saying that she is just pixels. I'm like, I don't care, bro. The pixels are hot. Like, hello? Hello? She's hot. Yeah, dude, like, she's perfect in my eyes, you know? Just saying. Just saying. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Stiffy, and I don't have to deal with BS. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And she puts you down immediately, bro. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. My bad. My bad, bro. It was a misinput. It was a misinput. You calm the fuck down. You calm the fuck down. No attitude, no commitment. That's crazy, bro. I'm doing good, Miwa. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, dude, she just gives you a few little back shots. That's it. She just pulls it out, stabs you a few times, and then boom, she's done with you. Like, I think just a few stabs is easier than like 20 minutes of it, you know? Just saying. Also, I want to point out, dude, her blade is the size of her arm. That's crazy. I never noticed this before, but her blade is huge. Giving me the vibe she would step on us. 1,000%, dude. That's not even a question. She would 1,000% step on us. That's not even a question, bro. Not even a question. Yes, please. That's my man right there, bro. Dap me up, V. Dap me up, bro. You know exactly what's up. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Not wrong at all. Not wrong at all. I know I said that match was gonna be my last. Actually, no, I don't want to play her anymore. Let's see. Can I get one more adept before I switch back over to Night Rain? You know what? I've always wanted to try Singularity. Let's do it. Let's try Singularity. We're trying him out. Why frickin' not? There we go. I hate this one. What do you mean? He creeps me out. That's the whole point of him. He's awesome. He's wicked. Wait, what? Ball gags were made for a reason is insane, bro. Wow. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I was not prepared to read that. Holy. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this one. Can I combine these? Yes, you can. Hold on. That's pretty cool. It sticks out like a sore thumb, but it looks pretty cool. For 300 exactly, bro. I genuinely was not ready to read that though. That took me off the that just caught me off guard, bro. That was crazy. I was like, "Oh. What?" That's Jesus Christ. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I gotta put the bunny on there. Do I have another bunny? I should. I don't know if I want to scroll and find that other bunny, though. With a busted scroll wheel, it's gonna be so hard to find, dude. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Let's put that on. Why not? Why freaking not? I don't know why that little like beat is stuck in my head, bro. It's just playing on repeat for some reason. The brain rot, it consumes me. It's consuming me. What shall I do? Okay, after I adapt Singularity, I will get back on Night Rain. Unless if Tay is ready to play Peak. We shall see. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've quietly kind of phased out the subathon for the past few days because I kind of just felt like it was dragging on for too long, in my opinion, and yeah, I just wanted to go back to like a normal type of content instead of always having to advertise, hey, there's a subathon going on. I would rather it just be like a normal type of content and all that. And I only had like 2 or 3 days left on Factor with my sponsorship with them. And so that's kind of like why I stopped, pushing that also. Just because I think my thing with them has like expired by now. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my schedule because like I've been streaming every single day for the most part for over a month now, and I've gotten pretty used to it. But I don't know. I know at some point I'm gonna have to go back to putting some breaks into my schedule. I just don't know exactly what days I want to change up my schedule to, but I will think about that. It's just kind of tough because I know Mondays, those used to be my day off, but I have Dungeons and Dragons on that day now, and I've been having a great time streaming that with you guys. So, and I know Kitty streams that with me, so that's a fun thing to stream with her. And then we also have been playing Elden Ring on Mondays, so Mondays kind of gotten phased out in all honesty. So, I don't know. When it comes down to spending time with my family, I normally spend time with them the most on Sundays. So I've always debated on making Sunday one of my rest days or like, my off day, but I have not like made that official at all. I've kind of stuck with the Monday, Tuesday off for a while. So eventually I want to change up the schedule a little bit. I just, after I quietly phased out the subathon, I haven't really thought too much about the schedule. But I think it's nice to have breaks from streaming and just, hanging out in the server, having a good time bonding with you guys. Like, don't get me wrong, I have a great time hanging out with you guys on stream, but whenever I'm just chilling in the server, I feel like there's not as much of a responsibility that I have to be as entertaining as I have to be on stream. Because, like, when I'm here on stream, I'm here, goofing around, having a great time. Whereas on, like, in the call, I'm just having a good time. I'll chime in every once in a while in a conversation and just goof around, Plus, we get to play more games together off stream, which I think is really fun. But yeah. I might do, like, I don't know, maybe Sundays. Let's see. I'll see. I feel like that's like the easiest day for me to be like, hey, I'm not streaming on Sundays anymore, Who knows? If anything, it would be like Saturday, Sunday, but I've always enjoyed streaming on Saturdays, though. That's why I've never decided on that one. Plus, you know, a lot more family stuff happens on Sunday, and I feel like in general more people are busy on Sundays, but to be doing like a movie night thing. Yeah, Tay, I don't know what exactly happened with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tay set up like a whole bunch of movies and then just kind of stopped. So I can talk with her about that and be like, hey, when are we gonna do this? I did want to watch Jurassic World, you know, the new one last night. She couldn't figure out how to get that working, and I checked on VR chat and I saw that they had the movie, but I couldn't get it to play. So, last night was not even an official movie night either. It was just gonna be like, hey, Jurassic World is out, let's watch it. But yeah, we're still doing it bi-weekly Sundays. Dude, that's so finicky. So finicky. Oh, you can't shoot it up there. That's so sad. Oh man, I missed. Hold on. I don't know what the biopod does. I'm not sure. I know it kind of hinders them or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, it hinders them. This is a terrible loop for me, bro. Nice, got a good hit. Oh, that would have been really good. I don't even know the range on the biopods quite yet. This is my first ever match with him. I've always wanted to try the Singularity out. I just never sat down and tried them. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? One last match before we switch back over. Yeah, I know that you can, you know, use all the biopods as like cameras and whatnot. I just haven't really had a chance quite yet because I've been in chase. Dude, this Survivor's running me like insanely well. Dude, I hate getting up into the high elos. I'm just trying to learn a character and I'm getting put up against so many good people right now. It's kind of infuriating.
Genetic matter secured.
Genetic matter secured. That's pretty cool.
Prepare for the transcendence.
Ooh, hold on. I see these scratch marks. It's the person that I injured, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, 1000%. Ooh, I see her. Nice hit. That was nice.
Materials secured.
That was good.
Your
Okay.
teams need minor.
I thought you were able to like teleport through these. I don't know. I don't know how I thought you were able to teleport through them. I might be mistaken though. I don't know. I thought so. Where's bro at? There he is. I see him. It's way over here. That's a tough loop right there. If bro plays this loop correctly, it's gonna be tough. Hang on. Not who I wanted, but alright. This is the guy that I wanted. Damn.
Fixing cortex.
You have to tag them twice? Oh, I see. That's gonna be tough to pull off then. Oh, fuck. Hold on, I can't hear him or see him. There we go. I can smell you. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to tag him twice. I hear that gen over there is getting pretty progressed too. I mean, hey, they don't have Shack Palette anymore. So that's good at least. No one's working on that gen quite right now. Dude, these people are just so good at looping. It's kind of infuriating. I like Dead by Daylight, don't get me wrong. But when you get to a certain level in Dead by Daylight, it's not fun anymore. I don't know if that's just me, but once you reach a certain level, it's not fun. Hopefully I'm not the only one who feels that way about Dead by Daylight.
Genetic material ready for transport.
I hope not. Also, hi Eliza, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing great. How are you doing, bestie? You're just too good? No, I'm really not. I'm doing ass right now. I've really been doing bad. Wait, what? What is that supposed to do? I'm so confused. What? Was that not what I needed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm so confused with this killer. What? Did I not play that correctly? Did Snow see the links that I sent her? Also, hi, Snow, I see you in here. Hope you saw the links that I sent you. How you doing? How you doing? Dude, Miwa, don't even worry about it. I am trying my best to figure out how to play Singularity, but I do not understand. I don't understand him. Okay, you can't shoot them. I guess you have to use cameras for that. Okay. I just didn't know if she saw him or not. So I'm trying my best, man. I do not know how to play this killer. I'm trying to figure out how to play the new killers that I got because I wanted to get Skull Merchant and Singularity for a while. I'm just really struggling with playing them. Are you pay to win? What do you mean by that? How am I? What do you mean? How? Like what? I'm not pay to win. I'm just here having a good time, just goofing around. You spend money on overpowered killers? I actually don't. These are all just skins that I got from the previous events. I rarely spend money on this game. Last time I spent money on this game was a tome. That was like 3, 4, maybe 5 seasons ago. It's been a long time. I'm just really struggling on Singularity right now. They're trying to pull me back over there. Pop. Got him. Yoink. My favorite and main killer the day he came out. See, I played Demo a lot back on PlayStation 4, but I don't own Demogorgon on PC, which is very stinky. I wish that they had cross progression, so that way, you know, the killers would carry over, but... Oh! Wait, how do you shoot them then? Because when I held left click on that survivor thinking I was going to shoot at them, but I destroyed the biopod. Oh. How do you shoot at them then? What? I don't get it. Hold on. I've already lost. Oh, you just have to look at them. Okay. You just have to look at them. I see. Okay. It's a little bit easier than I thought, I guess. Not really. Not really. But, I don't know. That was tough. They just kind of left Homeboy over here to die. That really... Oh, no, they got him. They got him. Hold on. Nuh-uh. One of you guys has to die here. One of you guys has to die here. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna get one of you, I swear. Ooh, down she goes. Get over here, shoddy. No. Oh my god. No, no. I know the y-axis. You don't. I know the y-axis. Nice try, Twinkle Nut. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, they're both over here. Bop. Get out of here. There we go. That was tough. That was tough. GG's. That was bad. Yeah, no, I don't know how to play him. He's hard. I see what people mean now. I thought I would be able to pick him up and just immediately know how to play him, but no. It's more difficult than I was anticipating, which kind of sucks. He's not too hard, but like still more challenging and not a character you can just pick up right off the bat. Definitely say that. Dude, I really want to play Night Rain. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Lunar, are you here? I have no idea if Lunar's here. I know Lunar wanted to see me try to do a solo run. It does, V. It really does. Fuck it. I'll do it. I really want to try. I just at least want to try a solo run. I don't know how well it's going to go. I have to turn off VTube Studio, so it's going to be a blank background for a second. Give me 1 second. I'm bringing up PNG Tuber. I'm so sorry, Eliza. Hold on. I will go in and I'll refund your Oogly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I can refund those points. I know. I'm sorry. That's why I'm like, here, I'll refund your points. First off, I gotta disable those. No. We're American. Every single penny counts, bro. Hold on. And then Mama Nexus. Let me go ahead and disable that. How do I do this on my own channel? I know how to do it on other people's channels. I just don't really know how to do it on my own. Hang on. Shoot, how do you refund stuff? Um... I'm trying to figure out how to do that real fast before I get too far into it. Does anybody know how to refund channel points as the streamer? Or if I have any mods in here, can somebody refund Eliza? Because I'm trying to figure out how to do it on my own stream. Let me just look it up, actually. Oh, I see. I see. Dude, I have so many in the queue. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna reject your Oogly. There you go. You now have 100 channel points back. You're rich! You're filthy rich. Sorry, I'm just updating the stream information real fast. Just give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Everything has been updated. Very cool, very cool. All right, let me go ahead and close out of my browser and there's Night Ring. Very cool. All right, chat. You guys ready? I'm gonna attempt this solo run. Hopefully it goes well. Also, hi Foxy, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. You've been here just lurking. Well, I appreciate the lurk. It means a lot, man. But how's your weekend going? You having a wonderful weekend? Hopefully it's going very well for you. Did you do anything fun? Did you do anything exciting? You're just chilling, having a good time. Also, I don't know if Snow's here, but Snow, when are we gonna play Elder Ring? I know you bought Elden Ring to play it with us, and then we just haven't played quite yet. It's like, when are we gonna play, bro? I love Elder Ring. You've been in bed? Well, hopefully your bed is extra cozy then. Hopefully it's been a great time in your bed and that it's been very, very comfortable. Dude, I'm so not looking forward to this. It's gonna be so hard, man. Ugh. Wait, do you have to start it in offline to play solo? Or can you just like go into your settings and change that? I don't know. I hope I don't have to go back to the menu. I hope I don't have to restart my game. I don't know. We'll see. Go into settings to change. Will I just change like the max amount of players to 1, I'm assuming? Oh, you have to go into your game settings and change it. Ugh, that's gross. I'm gonna forget about it, and then next time I want to play with others, it's just like, oh, you're in offline. Oh no, just in the game. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hold on, bear with the lag. Well, that black screened my computer. I hope stream is still running. Okay. Oh my god. I really hope stream is still running. Hang on. Dude. Okay, I see on my phone that it's still working. Okay, good. Yeah, no, Elden Ring just completely killed my computer. Bro, both of my monitors went black. That's crazy. That's tough. GG's, boys. GG's. Gotta love Night Rain. I'm just joking. It's not even Night Rain's fault. Dude, my PC shouldn't even be able to run Night Rain. It's under the minimum requirements, but I'm still playing the game at either high or ultra. On stream too, so it's really demanding off my computer. But, I mean, hey, it plays for the most part. For the most part, at least. Hopefully this works now. Okay. You guys should be able to see, right? No. It's a black screen for you guys. I see that. Yeah, I see that. I don't know why. There we go. Now you guys can see. It was just telling me, oh, you left and blah, 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 blah. I did not read it. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not read the fine print. I'm sorry, Miyazaki. I failed you. I'm so terribly sorry. I hope Miyazaki will find forgiveness in his heart to not smite me. I hope. Crossed my fingers, bro. Yeah. I hope he doesn't curse my runs because my game, my game literally black screened my computer. I hope. Crossing my fingers. Oops, I accidentally just punched my mic. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So what do? You just, do you put a multiplayer password? Oh, right here. You put it's a single player. I see. Very cool. We're not playing with Rev. I mean, I think Rev has potential. No. That's gonna be horrible. Okay, yeah, no, we have the right stones on. We're not playing Rev. We could do Gaping Jaw. I feel like Gaping Jaw might be easy to do solo. Do you still get to be able to pick? Oh, frick. Well, looks like we're playing Rev. Alright. Wait, Rev solo is best? Really? I heard that Iron Eye was best. Which, not gonna lie, I really wanted to play Iron Eye, but it looks like we're playing Rev. Oh man, dude. This is a great start. This is a really great start. I wanted to play Iron Eye. This is not what I wanted, broski. Day 1. So, do the bosses scale down, or do they constantly stay scaled at where they were? Also, we got a church right here, which is really good for me. I hope that the boss is scaled down. I doubt it, though. Oh, wait, we got a cathedral right here, too. Perfect, actually. Hold on. Oh, my boss... It's probably gonna be an iron golem, huh? Yeah, no, he's really good. Damn, an iron golem. That's gonna be a tough first boss for a solo Rev. Not iron golem. I'm stupid. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. Bop. Hopefully I can grab one of these guys as a summon. Oh. Bro just one-shotted me. Alright. I was not paying attention. I thought... Okay. I was not paying attention. Hehe. I'm just a girl. Alright, let's just go ahead and try to get some more minions here. Maybe we can get one more minion. Actually, no, we don't really have the time here. Come on, I really need Frederick over here. Come on, Frederick, let's mess him up. Boom! Mess him up, Frederick. Mess him up. Get him, bro. Get him, Frederick. Come on, Frederick. Let's mess him up. Oh, frick. Ooh, Stone Sword Key. Perfect. Sebastian, do your thing, Get us nuts, Sebastian! I mean... I guess I'll take the bow. Bow on Rev is not too bad. It gives her some projectile. I need to get upstairs and get to the seals really quickly. Because we wasted a lot of time on that Guardian Golem. Bestial Sling, Lightning Strike. I guess I'll take Lightning Strike. It's gonna be the better of the options here. Alright, I guess let's take out that Everjail real fast. Everjail, and then... I don't think there's anything poison around here. That sucks. Please don't be a Crucible Knight. Okay, that's fine. It's a little bit more tolerable. Okay, Frederick, I need you to start clutching up though, broski. Thank you. Honestly, maybe I keep the pause. Nice. I'll just hit those runes, honestly. We need those levels. Alright, we'll hit this real fast, and then we'll go down. That should be fine, I hope. Yeah, it's just all Bernurix here. Alright, sounds good. Be safe, Eliza. See you in a little bit, my friend. Drive safe. Bonk. Is Frederick not over the killing? Wait, where's Frederick? Frederick, do your thing! Frederick, do your thing, please! Frederick, I summon thee! Smite their ballsack! Ah! Frederick, smite their balls! Hold on. I think I saw another Albinurk somewhere around here. Oh, we got multiple right here. Wait, these don't count as the Albinurks. Oh, shoot. These don't count. Uh-oh. Where's the rest of the Albinurks? I don't think these ones count. These ones don't count, bro. There it is. Come on. Frick, that killed me. Oh my god. Oh, this is so tough. Oh, that's tough. Rip to those runes, bro. Oh my lord. I don't know if it's safe to go back. Alright, welcome on in, Pika. How you doing? Thank you so much for dropping on by. How you doing? How you doing? How's the party? Hope it went very well. Dude, I need to go to the castle and pray for Crucible Knight. Oh my god, we got Crucible Knight. Okay, the run might be saved. Normally this would be a horrible thing to encounter, but like, I need those runes, bro. Oh my lord, dude. What is this RNG? What is this RNG? Why is the lightning missing? You're joking! What is this? What is that? Oh, please, for the love of all that is holy, bro, please. Alright, rejection. That's so cool. No, dude, that RNG was horrid, man. That's not even a, like, on me, man. That was just horrible RNG. Dude. Oh, this is gonna be so horrible, man. This is not going well. This is really not going well. Helen, what are you doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? Bro, that's so unreal. That's so unreal. Why was she just standing there? Why was she just standing there? Why was she just standing there? What is this? I guess so, bro. I guess. Please say it. Nice. There we go. We got one of the Crucible Knights down. Finally. Thank you. Just please don't be the Bell-bearing Hunter down here. I'm praying. Bleh. That's horrible to see. Bro, please, for the love of God. Hello? Hello? Oh my lord. Oh my god, dude, I fucking hate this shite. Photo is Jenish of Loot. What? I was gonna say, what is Jenish? What does that mean? Dude, this is going horrible. Wait, did that only do one lightning? Bro, I love the Royal Revenant so freaking much. I love the Royal Revenant. Oh, this is going horrible for me, man. Dude, this is horrible. This is genuinely horrible. No lightning, that's so peak. No lightning, that's so peak. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out. I don't even want to fight this no more. I'm out of here. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Chat, it's so Jover. It's so Jover here. Oh, this is so tough, bro. I'm so dead. I'm regretting doing this, dude. I'm so regretting it. Revenant solo is horrible. This is a horrible experience. I'm level 3 on night 1, Pika. I'm level 3. This is going horribly. I'm gonna have to pray for wonderful RNG over in the castle after this. Hi, Steven. Welcome on in. Could be worse. This is the worst. What do you mean? I have 1 seal and I'm level 3. I am incapable of killing anything. I feel like I'm level 1, Pika. I feel like I'm level 1. I didn't even want to queue in as Revenant. I wanted to queue in as Iron Eye. Just think. I'm incapable of thinking. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Just like we're animals, like animals, like animals. Whoa. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Damn, son. Damn, son. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Just like we're animals, like animals. Uh-oh. Pika's extremely drunk right now, Steven, just so you know. Like, extremely drunk. Bro, that's crazy. Like animals, like animals, like animals. Oh, oh. Yeah, she's very drunk right now. Hey, what do you mean extremely? A few hours ago, you said that you and Panda were both very drunk. I would assume, since hours have gone by, that it would get worse. That's insane. Bro. That went very well, guys. That went very well. I'm never playing Revenant solo, dude. That was horrible. That was horrible. I wish I was slaying, dude. I wish. Alright, let's try that again. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Just like we're animals, like animals, like animals. Whoa. Bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum ba da ba da dum ba da dum ba da dum ba. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, huh, Steven? But hey, I enjoy having Pika here. Always a pleasure having her here. All right. Pika, no. Bad Pika, no. bad, Pika. And what do you mean I should have come? Steven, can you spray Pika for me? Can you spray her for me? Douse her and... Bro, oh my Jesus. I wish I could have, Pika. Oh my dear tits. This is going horrible. This is going horrible, man. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, huh, Steven? That is a crazy thing to say, Pika. Wait, hold on. Can you just cheese this? That missed? That's crazy, dude. Bro. Bro. Not going well. Going horrible. This is not fun, dude. I regret doing this solo. What's up, Rotten? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on in. How you doing? How you doing? I'm suffering right now on Elden Ring. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, though. Is that a rot dog I see? Oh, lordy. There we go. Finally got a kill. Holy crap, that took way too freaking long, man. Oh, that was a horrible fight. Genuinely horrible. There we go. I got some runes back. Okay. Finally. Oh, shoot. There's a church over there that I did not visit. Oh, my lord. I'm slacking. I'm very slacking. Oh, dear lord. This is going to be such a tough run. This is genuinely going to be tough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this. Ugh. Oh, wait, I'm not even able to wield this bow quite yet. Oh, shoot. That's even worse. Hold on. I gotta get to the side of grace right here. Oh, it's such a butchered run. That sucks, too, because I got 2 of the 3 churches already. There we go. Now I can wield that bow. I guess best case scenario is I go to castle. No, I go get 3rd church real fast. I can go... I say church, fire, and then castle. I think that's probably going to be best rotation. I'm glad that you're doing good, Rotten. Did you have a great weekend? Did you do anything fun? Anything exciting? Thank you, Pika. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. Drunk Pika cannot be trusted with money. Exactly, bro. If you guys are under the influence, I could really advise not spending money on my stream, especially because I do not want to be held accountable for all that. But at the end of the day, I cannot stop you guys, which kind of sucks because I'm just like, please don't do that. Lots of social stuff. Nice, dude. Did you have a great 4th of July if you celebrate? Hopefully it went very well. Can you buy me? Dude, no. Because Pika will actually do that. Please don't. No. No. Bad idea. Oh no, am I able to do flame chariots as the this guy? I actually do not know. Am I able to do flame chariots? You can. That's awesome. I did not know you could do flame chariots like that with the archer dude. Get a party on the 5th? Nice. Oh, no. Oh my god. Back-to-back fumbles. There we go. Very cool. I'm doing the party on the... Well, I'm glad that you had a lot of fun at the party. Sorry, I'm like really locked in, trying to make sure I do not sell the run right here. I'm so locked in, man. Sorry, broskies. Hyper locked in. I guess I'll take that. Okay, cool. Alright, we gotta get up to main castle now. We locked in exactly, bro. I lost my last run so miserably, dude. It was horrible. I'm going the wrong way. This is not where I wanted to go, but alright, I guess we're doing this. I did not want to be here. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, it's a wilder. You know what? Boom. I'm being raided by Margit right now. I'm being raided by Margit. Oh, nah, bro. I'm out of here. I ain't fighting two things at once, broski. Dear Lord, bro. You know what? Hold on. I just got one shot by Margit, bro. Oh my lordy. That was bad, dude. Holy. Increased damage taken? Oh, nah, bro. That's insane of a debuff. Come on, give me my runes back. Give me my runes. Thank you. Let's just take that. There's nothing else that's good. Just can watch you watch ads. Well, I appreciate the gifted sub, Pika. I do appreciate it. Just make sure you're wise with your money. Whenever you die, dude, that's a terrible idea. What do you mean? Plus, that's a lot of money that I have to spend on alcohol, Pika. That's a lot of money. I haven't got the money for that right now. That's a lot of money. Especially on a solo run, that'd be horrible. Another one? It was... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of the other one. Can you put your shield down, bro? Sit down! Sit down. Bro, can this grafted Scion please die? I don't have a lot of time left, bro. Dude, I'm still using my starter bow. There we go, finally. Thank you for the sub peak, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I've made enough people drunk. I can make a Benoit drunk too. No, I do not want to be intoxicated on stream. That'd be something I would do off stream, in all honesty, but yeah, no, I really don't want to do that type of stuff on stream. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty good for me, actually. Hold on. How far away is tree? Ugh, it's kind of far. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skedaddle out of here right now. That way I don't get caught up in Storm. If I get caught up in Storm, it's GG's. It's over. Can I buy anything good? Ooh, that's gonna be goated. I need to buy that. That's an immediate yes. I won't make you drunk on stream. Yeah, no, dude. I don't want to do any type of stuff on stream. It's not the type of content I want to promote. If anything, like, I could record and do, like, funny moments of it, but I would not want to do it on stream, you know? It's not the type of content I want to be providing to you guys. I just want to be a city goose. Bum, bum. Is that a dragon over there I see? I think it is. Alright, well, I'll pull up and we can do it together then, Pika. How about that? How's that sound? What we got? Bop. Sit down. Bro just took an arrow to the noggin right there. Yeah, there's one more over there. Come on. Just go down, bro. Please, just go down. There we go. Come on. Nice. Come on, just go down. There we go. Nice. We have a chance here. We have a chance. It's a rematch against Valiant Gargoyle. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Massive. Frick. Dude, I couldn't do nothing about that. Oh my god, dude. I need to get my weak spot back on him. Oh my lord. Pinky Gargoyle for real. Dude, I'm like hyper locked in right now. Oh my freaking god, dude. Keep my distance and we'll be good. We're doing decent right now. Fuck. Nice, GG's. We survived night one. We survived night one. Oh, man, we survived night one. That's huge. Holy. Barely, bro. We barely survived night one. Alright. Let's get out of here. That's a Knight's Cavalry. You know what? I might be built better. I don't know. Ready, 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 ready. Huge. On. Break that, break that. The bro just summoned another one. That's crazy. Yep, GG's Knight's Cavalry. Frick. Come on, he's almost dead. Hello? There we go, GG's, finally. Holy... No! There we go. Oh, man, dude. That was wild. Alright, I'll just take that, I guess. I really had no availability to anything else that would have been good. I really am in desperate need of getting a new bow. Because these bows are not going to be suited for fighting the final boss, dude. It's going to be really tough. I'm praying for new bows. I'm really praying for new bows. Thank you for the switch in the Hydra. Give me 1 second, Pico. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Just give me 1 second. Oh, that's tough. Hold on. Ready? Hold on. That did not hit this guy. Oh, that's so freaking sad. Well, I totally purposely fell all the way down here. That was really on purpose. You guys would never understand. Oh, there goes that guy. Oh, hi. That's huge. Did I just see something trying to hit me? This stupid crab wants to throw claws with me, bro. I'm super glad to have met you also, Pika. Thank you so much for coming on in and being so amazing. You're an amazing person, Pika. This is tough. Oh, frick. Huge. Oh, I don't even know if this is worth fighting here anymore, bro. It's not worth fighting here, dude. Oh my lord, this is going horrible. What the heck was that? Where did you come from? He's pulling his cock out. Dude, this is so bad. Holy. Bad dog. Bro, please, for the love of Christ. Alright, you know what? It's not even worth fighting this anymore. I just need to get out of here. Alright, good night, Pika. Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate you. Sleep well and sweet dreams, okay? Good night. Sleep well. Have wonderful dreams. Oh, frick. Oh, fuck off, you stupid lion. Bro, this lion, I swear. Oh, he's gonna get me. He's gonna get me, bro. I swear. Bro's infuriating me. I do not have the time to fight anything else here. The only reason why I'm still fighting this lion is because he's so weak. He's quite literally one shot right. Fuck off. No, 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 no. I don't want to lose all these runes. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we got a new bow. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Horrible, man. W caps lock, Steven. You're slaying, bro. Dude, this this is going horribly right now. What is the bow that I'm using right now? Less likely to be targeted. Yeah, it's gonna be helping me out so much when I'm playing solo. Thank you, Miyazaki. That's gonna be so beneficial. Oops. What the heck? Okay. It just did not want me staying up there. It's like, no, you belong down there right now. Stay back. Alright, where's this field boss? He's over there. Okay. Perfect. You'll be able to just drop down. Hopefully we can go fight this field boss before the circle closes, because I wasted a lot of time fighting that lion. We're only level 10. Luckily, this is only one of the beginning Night Lords, so it's not going to be too tough, but it's still going to be a pain in the butt. Is that Loretta? That's Loretta. I'm not fighting you. That's the only field boss that I can fight. I'm fighting Loretta. Kill me. Put me down, bro. Just put me down already. I don't want to fight Loretta so bad, dude. Why did like 3 of those swords do so much damage? What the heck? Excuse you. Frick. Frick! Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to fight this boss. I don't want to fight this boss, but it's the only field boss we've got. Oh, this is infuriating. Oh, this is infuriating. Why are there so many? Just a little bit more. Oh. Come on. Frick. Nice. Good dodges. There's so many. Oh my freaking god, dude. I hate Loretta. Brother, please. Stop, Loretta. Loretta, please. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Loretta's dead. Archery bow. It's a heavy bow. Oh, none of these are good for me. You're joking. Dude, we're going into the Night Lord at level, like, what? 11? Level 12? We might make it... No, we're going in at level 12. That's brutal. Alright. This is gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be very tough. Dude, I don't have any good bows either. I'm not gonna have fun. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. I'm not gonna have fun. It's gonna be really brutal here. Alright. Bring it on. What's it gonna be? I swear. Watch, it's gonna be Nameless King. I'm calling it. It's gonna be Nameless King. If I see a dragon, I'm quitting. If I see a dragon, I'm quitting. I'm backing out if I see a dragon. I just want to defeat one Night Lord on my own, bro. Please don't be Nameless King. I am not fighting Nameless King with my current setup. Okay. I don't know what it's gonna be, but at least it's not Nameless King. At least we have that. Are they just going out there and fighting stuff? What the heck are they doing? Yeah, no, it went for a while where every time we got Nameless King, Steven would crash, which is very interesting. I don't know why. I don't know why they were all just bugging out over there. Oh, Crucible Knight, that's not too bad. That's crazy. Where are all these enemies going? There's like something over there that they're just very attracted to. You know what? Sit down. Bro, put your shield down, I swear to God. I do decent damage if bro puts a shield down. Ow. What? What? No, 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 please. Are you joking? Are you actually joking? What is this sick joke, Miyazaki? You know what? What? What do you mean? Are you joking? From base game, that's still in the game? I dodged. I dodged. What do you mean? What are these BS hitboxes, Miyazaki? Thankfully that, you know, they're bugged and they are like auto-pathing to something over there. Who did you piss off in your past life? Probably some witch in medieval times, bro. Some witch in medieval times put like a generational curse on me. I don't know where they're going off to, though. What, did I bully Miyazaki in his past life? Okay, seriously though, where are they going? What the heck? I don't get it. What? Okay. Alright, here we go. Nice. Good damage. Keep bro out there in the storm, I guess. I love doing 1 damage, by the way. This 1 damage is so peak. Thank you, Miyazaki. I feel like this is like the only way you can beat a Crucible Knight with the Archer. Peak Iron Eye gameplay? I know, right? Isn't this so amazing? W18 damage, by the way. Nice. That was a cool. That was cool. That was a cool way to put bro down. That's pretty cool. I guess I'll just take the stamina recovery. Oh man, dude, level 13. Could be worse, right? It could be worse. I can't even upgrade these. You know what? I'm just gonna take another one of these. I have 2 chances now. Hi Eliza, how you doing? You got in here just in time, bro. We're about to go fight the Night Lord solo. Hopefully this goes well. It's not looking good. Not to like spoiler anything, but it's not looking good for me. Let's get that poison proc immediately, though. Thanks for having faith in me, Bessie. Oof, that hurt. Oh, frick, that hurts. Bruh. Well, there goes one of my things. Wait, it didn't take it. Hold on. Balls, dude. That's tough. Yep, we lost one. Yeah, no, dude, the nom nom hurts. Bro, I couldn't dodge out of that. Holy. Dude, I'm hyper locked in right now. I'm sorry, chat. Oh my god. Nice poise break. Huge. Balls. Uh-oh. It's my last life. I couldn't dodge out of this. I couldn't dodge out of that. Oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh, man, dude. Oh, that's soul crushing. I did pretty good by myself, though. Oh, fuck. Dude, that was soul crushing. Fuck, dude. Oh, that one was tough. Damn. Damn. Dude, that did not go well. I mean, it went fine, I guess. Like, I didn't do too bad. I got him pretty low, surprisingly. I got him a lot farther than I was expecting. I will admit that. That was just really brutal. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of debating on just wrapping up stream there. Just because I'm really feeling tired, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm debating on it. I was gonna go until 8, but I'm gonna be I really don't want to do another solo run. That was brutal. That was harsh. I don't know. I think I might go ahead and wrap up right there. Probably. I really don't want to do another solo run. That was soul crushing. That one was that was harsh. I don't think doing it solo is really my thing. Well, no, I love the Souls franchise. It's just in Night Rain, it's really dedicated towards having 3 people on your team. It's made for that, and I was doing it solo, so I was I was picking up the slack of 2 other people as well, and it was not going well for me. I'm not that good at the games. I got a little in over my head, I will be honest. But yeah. I don't know. I think I am going to go ahead and wrap up right there, though. But yes. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. I really appreciate you guys. I see my buddy Golden is live. We could go say hi to Golden. He's very cool. I think he's doing his Sunday game night, or not game night. I forget the exact name of what he calls it. Let me see. He calls it Game Lounge, not Game Night. What's the goodbye song? How does that go? How do you sing the goodbye song? Do I gotta look up what the goodbye song is? Or are we just departing here? But goodbye. The one I sing, I don't remember the song. All I remember is your good night, be safe, sweet dreams, and that you love the chat and all that type of stuff. I don't know the lyrics to the song you sing though, Eliza. A long farewell to you, my friends. There you go. Is that good enough? Because I don't know how you're supposed to actually sing that, so I do apologize. Alright, bye bye. See you guys later. Come join the Discord if you've not joined. Let me go ahead and promote the Discord. Come join the Discord if you've not joined. No problem, Eliza. Hope to see you guys later. Come join the Discord if you have not joined. Yes. Bye-bye. 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 I'll teach you. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, if you teach me, I'll teach you how to throw it back, Eliza. I got you. It's on me. I got you, bro. I got you. Alright. Bye-bye.